Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Chassidus in the Morning, 15 minutes to change your life. Probably the last class in this maamer of Kein. Basic test today. We're going to start and let's see. We're going to probably finish. So what we've been saying yesterday is that ultimately that there's a level of Geirol, which is, like we said before, it's a very high level in godliness. And then there's a level of Bechir Chavshis. Now, when we said the difference between Bechir Chavshis and Geirol is that they're both coming from a place where the things are equal, where you're choosing. That they're both coming from places that you choose. But the difference is that by the Geirol, your choice is being given over to the lottery. The lottery is making the choice for you, and you're just jumping along. Whereas the Bechira, it's your free choice. Your free choice is being expressed, even though it's equal and there's no need to choose one over the other. There's nothing forcing you. That's why it's true Bechira, true choice. But that's coming from you. So it's ultimately deeper. The Bechira, the free choice versus the girl, the lottery. And that's what we're saying. And sort of to tie it into what we're saying before that is that before that we were talking about how even in the times of Achashverosh, that Achashverosh is talking about a level of godliness that was totally distant from the world to the extent they can let these negative things happen. But ultimately, God still it wasn't a high enough level to reach to destroy the Jewish people, because it's Achashverosh and Rashis, there's a beginning, there's an end. So ultimately, there's a difference between Hama and Harasha and the Yidden, which is a maamer mitzvahs kirimin. And being that there's a difference, so we'll never get destroyed. But there's and so what we're bringing out here is that's why Haman had to use the lottery. The lottery had to reach a level above this. That was our question. Why not just stick to Achashverosh? The time was Hushchup name Yisrael. At that time, the Jewish people suffered a lot. So why can't he just destroy the Jewish people? But he realized that's not a high enough level to reach. It's reached a level of godliness that was so equal that Haman Rasha and a Yid, the maamer versus Kein, are equally insignificant. And that's why I made the lottery. But what we're saying is, and we're going to discuss this, we're going to finish it off today discussing this point. What we're going to say is that what is happening, that it's true. Haman reaches a level of lottery that we are equal. Haman Rasha and a Yid that is Tzaddik are equally distant, so to speak, equally insignificant to God. But on the level of the Bechira Chavshis, on the free choice that Hashem has, that it's a true free choice, that those two levels are totally equal. He doesn't see any difference. On that level, together with that, Hashem chooses us. Not because he's forced in any way, but one's better than over the other. It doesn't matter, the birth, it doesn't make a difference to him, but he chooses us. And that's why when the lottery happens, which is a lower level, it's always going to make sure that it's a positive thing for the Jewish people, because Hashem has predestined the world to be in a way that the Jewish people are always going to end up not getting destroyed and be on top. And that's sort of what we're saying. And we'll see today in today's place test. And this is sort of tying back everything we've said. And this is Kein Karoli Amim Hayla Purim Hashem Apur. This is why the name of Purim is called Purim, because of the lottery. Because remember that in the beginning we asked, why are we calling Purim on the name of something that was so negative? This guy trying to destroy the Jewish people. So we're answering this now. The reason why we're called is because above what was happening, this was the intent of Hashem's true intent. Meaning, even though Esav and Yaakov are brothers, even though there's a level of godliness that Esav and then Yaakov and Esav are the same, Hashem says, I love Yaakov and I hate Esav. Meaning, even on the level where Yaakov and Esav are brothers and they're equal and they're the same, Hashem, or the level of Bechira Chavshis, Hashem chooses the Jewish people. And through the Mesiras Nefesh of the Jewish people throughout the whole year, in Mesiras Nefesh, what's the Mesiras Nefesh? Meaning, their Yidden were revealing. The Jewish people were revealing the essence of their souls. This is from the essence of our soul in like we said before, which is the ability, which is reaching a level in the ability to choose free choice. And that's what we did. We so to speak, he's saying we took on this free choice, choose, connect to Hashem. And through that, Nimshach, we drew down, V'nizkalan was revealed, B'chiras ha'atzmos b'Yisrael, Hashem's essential choice in the Jewish people. Our essential choice in Hashem, and Hashem's essential choice in us. That, like we said before, it's not because of anything, but we're special more or anything, it's this essential thing. And through that, Gam HaGeirol, that causes also the lottery. The Lamaila, which is coming from above, the lottery causes that even when the lottery, which is coming from a bad thing, and Haman thinks it's a good thing for him, really it's a good thing for the Jewish people. Like it says, for the Jewish people was light, happiness, joy, and gladness, and honor. That's Haman, that's Banav, Talal. And what happens to Haman? Like we say in the story of Purim, he gets hung on the gallows, and we're gonna analyze that a little bit. What does it mean he got hung on his gallows? The Medaya, what does the pasuk say? Hapur, but how you do it? We asked the question in the beginning. Why is it called Purim? It says Hapurim, Hapur, the lottery. What does it mean, the lottery? The lottery is known. What does that mean? Shikoyal, Push, Hipil, Haman, Kanal, Sipay. It's like we said, Sipay. Talking about the lottery that Haman made, because Kayidei Hanes, the Purim, because through the miracle of Purim, the whole story that we have. Nisgala, it revealed Shegam Apur Shehipul Haman, even this lottery that we thought Lechatchila is a negative thing. Hayam Lechatchila, it was in the first instance, it was intended Bishvil Hagilui B'chir Ha'atzis Yisrael. The whole purpose of it, he's thinking this is an opportunity to reach a level about Sedish Tasha where I have a chance to destroy the Jewish people. But really, it was made in this way to bring out the depth of the connection that Hashem has to us, how much He cares for us and He loves us, and how deep our relationship with Hashem is. And this that it fell in Adar, on the month that Moshe Rabbeinu was born. The whole purpose of this lottery, in essence, was in order to reveal it, even the lottery itself. Even though in the lottery itself, which has the opportunity for Haman to win, and he could try to show the Jewish people, he's saying even more than this. Even more that it looked seemingly, on the first instance, and this is how we understood it before we learned in the maamer, it was a negative thing. I try to say, because until the fact that there was this decree to show Jewish people, but the whole purpose of it was really was set up to reveal Hashem's essence, which is that He loves us. He loves Yaakov. He hates Esav. So Haman is making this lottery to try to show the Jewish people, but this lottery was set up to bring out the fact that on the deepest of levels, the levels above and beyond anything, where Hashem has true bechir chashis, meaning that there's true choice able to be done, on that level, He loves us. That it's not He loves us because of anything. That's the point. Like we said yesterday, it's not that because a Yid does Torah mitzvahs, Hashem loves you. This is a level, it's a way above Torah mitzvahs. And Hashem essentially loves you with His bechir chashis. That He could equally, it's like two ants across the street, infinitely more than two ants across the street. And imagine you carrying out the one ant over the other one. And this is infinitely greater, infinitely more distant than that. And that's what Hashem has for us. And the whole lottery is there to bring that out, to pull that out, to show us. So too with the tree that was set up. That Haman made a tree to hang Mordechai. He didn't like Mordechai. But what happened, it says, he prepared for him. Who's for him? So the simple meaning is for him, for Mordechai. But the deeper meaning is for him, for himself. That from above, the whole intention of that tree being, of that gallows being made was for him to get hung himself. Why did Haman make it 50 amos? Because he wanted to reach the 50th gate of understanding. Meaning, and which is the highest of levels, way above and beyond, trying to reach that level that he could have a chance to win. Which is above Ishtalshus, above the natural order. That level, darkness is like light, and therefore he could try to show the Jewish people. But the miracle of Purim, that even on the level that's above, above the Shanun, which is way above and beyond any levels, which is like this Geir Shanun, even on that level, totally as Haman alates. Haman gets destroyed. He gets hung. And then it's revealed that even this, the whole negative thing that we look at, that it seems to us in the story, the negative occurrences, was really just to bring out the essential bond connection that we have with Hashem. That's what he's saying. This is the whole idea of Purim. Should be Yemei HaPurim, the days of Purim, in the days of Purim, every single year, it's a nimshach. It draws down. Shegam b'dargas hapur, even the level of the lottery which is above said ishtashalus. Havaya yivcha lanu. As Nachlaseinu, Hashem will choose us for our heritage. It's going Yaakov in the glory of Yaakov. That even on the deepest of levels, the Lamaim said ishtashalus above everything. Hashem chooses us above anything you do. Umachai emche zecha Amalek. He'll destroy the nation of Amalek. Bagula Hashlema in the complete redemption. Because man should be speaking our day, and that's the end of the maamer. You could just think about now back in the context of when the Rebbe was saying the maamer in order with the Stalin, that Stalin he had this plot to destroy the Jewish people in his country, and of him, he's the one that got destroyed. And what the Rebbe is saying is even more that the whole purpose of that happening was to really bring out for the Jews that is going to be good. And that's the story of the maamer. And what does it mean for us? I think it's a very important lesson to think about as Jews. Also, when we become parents, in our relationship with people, is our relationship based off something? And this is what we're saying here. What Purim brings out is the relationship that we have with Hashem is an essential bond that we have. And it's irrelevant to what we do. Torah and mitzvah is an added bonus. Of course, we have to do Torah and mitzvah and still have to serve Hashem properly. But on the deeper level, Hashem's connection and love to us and care for us is above anything we can ever imagine. And I think once we recognize this and we meditate on this, going through this maamer and thinking about it, learning it and thinking about it, and really like trying to like praying in our heads about it, or praying with other people, and really like bring it, like connect to it. That will help us with this understanding, which will help us be able to serve Hashem properly, coming from a place of strength and of connection and of love and an enjoyment and like an appreciation that how grateful we should be for such an opportunity that we've been given. And also we should learn on Purim, when we think about Purim, it's not just a day to run around and be happy. Why are we happy on Purim? Are we happy because we can give them a shlach manos and we can drink and get dressed up? Are we happy from the recognition of the whole Purim story showing us how connected we are to Hashem and how much Hashem loves us? And not because we did anything. This is sort of also the beauty of the maamer. It's specifically, we didn't do anything. It's not like he loves us because of what we've done. Because on that level of love that we're talking about, it's irrelevant what you do. And he still loves us. With his true trace that he has, he could have chosen anything and he chooses us. What a beautiful idea. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining. You should have an amazing day. And Mitzvah Hashem will go on to the next maamer very soon. Have an amazing Purim Katan and a special day to finish. And Mitzvah Hashem will go to the next maamer. So the question is asked that what about, let's say in yesterday's Torah portion talks about, the Egel Azov and Hashem wants to destroy the Jewish people and Moshe has to dump for them. And in times we've seen the Torah that the punishments and they're not good things. How does this fit into what we're saying here? and Hashem's essential love for us? And that's a good question. I'll just give a few ideas that I think essentially what we're saying is that they're not a contradiction. A parent has an essential love for their child. I remember one time someone told me, he goes, it was an Israeli guy. Yeah, he'd been through a rough childhood a little bit. I think he was in prison a little bit. And he said to me, En kamo ima. And he was explaining to me that after all said and done, and everyone turned their back on him for all the bad things that he's done, his mother always came to visit him and cared for him. And that's all essentially what we're saying. There's a level of God that he really cares and he's his essential love for us. Just like we have a parent and a child. That does not mean the child can go running around doing whatever they want and the parents are going to be always happy about it. The parent can be unhappy. And so to Hashem. Hashem wants to be in a relationship with us, and part of being in a relationship, is you got to do these things. And that's an important thing as well. But it's not in contradiction to this. What we're saying here is that the love that Hashem, or the care, the love that Hashem has for us is really deep. Understanding that and internalizing that causes you, when you care, when you realize how much Hashem cares about you, then you want to do things for Hashem. How can I show you that love back? Look how much you care about me. And look at this. When the worst people try to destroy us, you use that as an opportunity to show how much you love us. How can I show you my love? And that's Torah mitzvahs. That's essentially, the idea.